Ladies and gentlemen, that's the work of a man by the name of John Deputy, who is a master at matching pictures and the best music. We'll see another one of his offerings a bit later this evening. An event will not happen without some sponsors, and some great ones, and we want to acknowledge them this evening. PMC's three presenting sponsors: Overstock.com, a familiar name; Covidian, joining us; and the Red Sox Foundation with John Henry, Larry Lucchino, Tommy Werner, and the entire Red Sox organization. And let's not forget the Sturbridge Host Hotel here in Sturbridge, Massachusetts. Thank you to all of our sponsors.
All right, folks, our next entertainer, JoJo David, knows all about cancer. He had it. In fact, of all places, it attacked his vocal cords. Doctors said if he survived, his voice would never be the same. Take a look.
Come here, Hope. Come here.
JoJo David has a dog aptly named Hope.
I had imagined dying, but you know, I always said it's like swimming. You can't know what it's like to swim until you're wet.
The 40-year-old Natick, Massachusetts man was diagnosed with aggressive non-hodgkins lymphoma almost 9 years ago.
I'm wondering if I'm one of the lucky ones. I'm wondering if I should have gotten to that will a lot sooner.
Dr. David Fisher of Boston's Dana-Farber Cancer Institute was David's oncologist.
The non-Hodgkin's lymphoma is a cancer of a lymphocyte, type of blood cell. And they live in our lymph glands, and so usually when people are diagnosed, they have swollen lymph glands.
The mass was found in David's chest. The size of a softball, it was encroaching on his hearts, lungs, and vocal cords. Doctors wanted to start chemotherapy immediately. He had 6 rounds of intense treatment.
Initially, his tumor shrank down after the first 3 treatments. But after he finished the standard 6 treatments, his tumor was actually growing, which is a very worrisome sign.
They increased the chemo regimen, but that didn't work either. David, then a singer and music teacher, would need radiation.
The pain that I felt in my throat, because the radiation was coming right here, it was a burning sensation. I couldn't drink, and it was a pain that brought me to tears. I've never been so physically painful, in pain.
Being diagnosed with cancer was hard enough, but then David was delivered another crushing blow. Doctors told him he might never sing again.
I felt like a shell. I felt like a skeleton. To literally not have a voice is another humbling part of this, of my journey with cancer. That just made it that much more painful and cruel, ironic. The whole thing, I could not believe that throughout this all, at least let me have my voice, and it was gone.
The tumor was so large, it crushed his laryngeal nerve.
So I talked like this from August 98 until about February 99.
Eventually, David would need a bone marrow transplant. He was quarantined at Dana-Farber for 100 days. And, a spiritual man, used the time for reflection.
What came out of that is that time is of value. Time. How you spend it, who's in control of it, and how that time is ultimately used to do the thing that you're here on this earth to do.
What was that for you?
Sing. Once there was a way to get back home.
Slowly, over many months, that nerve began to heal, and David's voice came back.
Once there was a way.
The thing that brings him joy and comfort, clarity and cleansing returned.
It's really hard to describe, but it may be the one place that nobody else can go.
David sings the words of the Beatles. Once there was a way to get back home. And now he knows he's found it.
I can only do one thing on this earth that matters, and I'm doing it now.
the road gets dark and you can no longer see, just let my love throw a spark and have a little faith in me. And when those tears you cry are all you can believe, just give these loving arms a try and have a little faith in me. Have a little faith in me. Whoa, have a little faith in me. Have a little faith in me. Oh, have a little faith in me. And when your secret heart cannot speak so easily, come here, darling, from a whisper star, and have a little faith in me. Have a little faith in me. Whoa, whoa, have a little faith in me. Have a little faith in me. Whoa, have a little faith in me. And when your back's against the wall, just turn around and you will see. I will catch you, I will catch your fall. Just have a little faith in me. Have a little faith in me. Whoa, have a little faith in me. Have a little faith in me. Whoa, have a little faith in me. Glad to be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, JoJo David.
Thank you.
JoJo, you have a gift, and I am glad that gift is still with us. Thank you.
You know what? His voice is different. It's better than ever.
Also, we want to acknowledge some people who helped. Can you imagine lugging a baby grand piano up onto that stage?
In this heat.
In this heat. We want to acknowledge M. Steinert & Sons and Phil Masad Movers for both donating and delivering the 88s today.
That's right.
Thank you.
And we want to acknowledge a few familiar faces in the audience. I see Team NECN right up front. There
they
go.
are.
We're
Okay.
very proud of them.
Who else do we have? We have Dr. Ed Benz from Dana-Farber. Ed, nice to see you.
Thank you.
The Ryans are here someplace. Barry the Arrow Man. He's the guy with the arrows out on the
There
course.
he is, right over there.
All right,
There you
Barry's
go.
here. Jamie Boynton, old friend from Connecticut. I think he's here tonight as well.
And we also want to remind you at home that there is still time to donate so we can try to reach this $28 million goal to mark the 28th annual Pan Mass Challenge. It's easy to do. Just go to pmc.org or link to it from our site, necn.com.
I have a confession to make.
Yes?
I got a tattoo today.
Show it, Artie!
No. It's right there. I got the PMC.
There you go. I bet you a lot of you got them too.
There are lots of those going around here today. Last year, we introduced you to Jeff Hayes. Jeff was a young hockey player who loved the Bruins, and the Bruins loved him. January, Jeff lost his battle with Ewing's sarcoma. His mother, Susan Hayes, will be riding the PMC this year, her first ride. There is no love like a mom's love, and Jeff is with her every pedal of the way.
It's very hard. Hi, my name is Susan Hayes. I'm Jeff's mom. Just passed away this past January of Ewing sarcoma, but I'm going to do it. It's hard not to get up and do this.
And so she will. Susan Hayes is set to ride her first PMC with the Boston Bruins team.
Jeff was a Bruin since he was 3 years old.
And last year, Jeff was picked as a pedal partner by the Bruins. It was just 1 year ago they stopped at his family's house, which is along the route. He could not have put on a better welcome.
It's been a long journey, you know. Just at times you get real down, but you just keep your head up and get through it.
It was heartbreaking, but to know that they had that feeling for Jeff, I was proud.
And so now Susan will ride with the team for her son as they do.
What would Jeff think about you riding?
I think he knew, because last year I said, Jeff, I'm going to do this next year. And he said, you are? And I said, you're going to do it too. And he said, well, I guess I'll have to.
Being presented that jersey, one of his most shining moments, but Jeff Hayes loved more than just the Bruins team. The sports of hockey and baseball occupied his young life. The family basement TV room bursts with the awards he won before he was sick, during, and after.
This has to stop. We have to do something about this. We cannot let another child suffer like this.
And so you're going to ignore your pain and get out there and do it.